Coming up next on Killer Whales are Damien and Trent with their project FX1.
Growing up in Australia, sport is inbred in the culture. I reached a semi-professional level at basketball, and then I moved into triathlon where I completed the World Ironman Championship. I'm Damien Dow, co-founder and CEO of FX1.
I'm Trent Allen, co-founder and CTO of FX1. Sport means a lot to me because it's where I started in life. As users come to FX1, they'll see our event rooms, which are the heartbeat of FX1. Inside the event rooms, that's where they'll consume the live game through our visual representation that is built using AI technology. That's where they'll also be able to turn on such features as AI commentary, predictive analysis, game analysis, as well as real-time statistics.
We are big believers in the American dream. We came over here, my wife and I, with our 3 kids and our dog, and an idea on a piece of paper. We believe if we can create something anywhere, we can do it in America.
Guys, welcome to Killer Whales. And I think you are killers already because you both moved from Australia to United States to have your job and your business work.
Why this product? Why do you think that this is the killer product that's going to change the world?
90 million Americans tune in and watch online sports a month, just a month, right?
So what does your product do?
I'm going to tell you the problem first, and then we get into the product. So let me just explain it. So there's a $272 billion sports spectator category that has a problem with the new era of fans. They find boring the current format and structure of online sports. In addition to the large subscription fees to access games, these big paywalls that streaming partners are putting on, they've had enough. Geo-fencing, the blackouts. This is all fueling a $28.3 billion illegal streaming problem for the industry, and we're here to solve that.
How do you solve it?
We aim to solve those problems by building a platform that allows people to consume games in a new way, changing the way that they watch games, that they interact with games, and the way they pay for games. We don't have subscriptions. We allow people to pay per minute for what they consume in FX1.
I hear you, but explain it to me like I'm 5.
We use AI vision and deep learning technology.
Damien, a 5-year-old understood nothing from what you said.
Is it really that differentiating? I mean, I don't care about the speed of a punch. I don't care about the exit velocity on a baseball game, but maybe I'm old school.
It all comes down to the customer, and any good startup needs to start tight and solve a problem for a niche market. That's for us, the Gen Z and early millennial, the 18 to 35-year-old.
How old are your children?
Mine are 11, 13, and 16.
So when you show your children this product, they gravitate to it and like it, or they say, hey, Dad, I don't get it? What do your children say about your
My
product?
children are my test cases. If I can solve it for my children, I know, I always go to them with like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? How do you think of this idea?
How many registered users do you have?
Just under 1,200 users on platform.
So how many a day? I didn't hear it.
We've got around 20 people a day that come back.
There's only 20 users. If your daughters like it, doesn't mean the product is good.
We've been doing this for 4 years.
Why have you only
And
got,
you only have 20 users.
Why have you only got 20 users per day? I mean, if you've been doing this for 4 years, you've been building this tech, you claim to have an amazing product, but you only have 20 users a day.
Yeah, we could get more users, but we're not paying on it. We're not spending money on advertising, right? We're not wasting advertising.
So how
It's been 4 years, man.
So
it's not
wait,
excuses.
So how are we going to go from 1,000 users to 1 million users? What's the plan?
We're going to do it by continuing to develop our AI model.
No. I'm severely allergic to the word AI in pictures. I get a severe allergic reaction. Let's do it without the AI. So how do we go from 1,000 downloads to 1 million downloads? What's the plan? Where are we getting the money from?
We continue to build our event rooms, the area where people come to consume games on FX1. We continue to add more and more data to them to increase the experience that someone can have in those games.
I'm getting that allergic reaction again.
Are you in financial pain or financial pleasure? When your wife is hitting the credit card, are you freaked out at her, or you're like, go to Chanel, honey? Tell me about where you are.
Having to ask my wife to go back and work again, yeah, that's tough, right? Because I'm the breadwinner in this family. I'm here to support this family, but I've had to ask her to go back and try and get some money for the family, and
Right,
that's
so
kind
you're
of
in financial pain. What about you, Dan?
My wife is thankfully very supportive of what we're doing. My kids are very supportive of what we're doing.
What if this fails?
Let's just define failure. We've already run out of money. We've already not paid ourselves for long periods of time. We've iterated the business multiple times. We've had our doubters. We're not scared to fail. We know the risks, but we know the life-changing returns that can happen with this. And we're in fact more motivated than ever.
Okay guys, I've heard enough. Right now it's sink or swim time.
Will Damien and Trent achieve the American dream they came for, or be sent back down under?
Guys, I love the project. It's a big user base that you're looking at, very matured market, clear business model, and I'm seeing some interesting usage of crypto technology. So I'm going to give it a swim.
I'm conflicted because I like you guys and I love the fact that you've made such big moves and you're true entrepreneurs and I love that, but I don't see a business model. Do I bet on the people and count on them to change the business model? Or do I bet on people that have been doing this for 4 years and still haven't got a business model? I think I'm gonna sink.
I'm on the other side of Ran. I'm betting the people. There's something about the two of you. There's a personal energy and a magnetism and a connection. And you may not be on the right track perfectly, but my guess is you're going to execute. So I'm a swimmer on this one.
I'm surprised. I honestly expected 3 sinks before me. Because look, the pitch just had buzzwords. You mentioned big numbers, you keep mentioning AI. You talk about crypto, but from what I saw, you don't need crypto. And I feel like you're sticking a million different functionalities all together into something that is difficult to understand. I've got a lot of respect for you moving from Australia to the US, but that position you're in worries me as well. And lastly, with the amount of daily active users, there is no way I can swim in this. I wish you all the best, but I will definitely sink.
Looking forward to proving you wrong.
Let me start with a couple of my concerns. First of all, we've talked about it, the current usership. It is early, not necessarily the biggest knock, but I prefer tens of thousands rather than where we're at. Second of all, I'm a big believer that the future is digital, but even now and even in the future, there's going to be a certain percentage of sports lovers that want to watch with their friends, around their friends, in real life. So today, it's a sink.
Hold on a second. Guys, I know initially I said that I sank, but after having heard everything that my colleagues here had to say and thinking about what you've got 2 people who are hungry, who have moved their whole lives to here, who love sport and are playing in a great industry. I thank you guys because I thought you didn't have a business model. But I'm thinking, I may be able to give you guys the business model that may actually make this thing work. So if you're willing to accept some mentorship, I'm going to change my mind from sink to swim.
Oh, yes! Oh. Wow! Congratulations, guys.
Glad to say something. Thank you so much.
Rand offering mentorship means the world to us. We can't wait to be getting his advice, learning from everything that he's been through and the lessons that he's learned from building businesses.
We know our business model very clearly, and Mario just didn't see that, unfortunately, and maybe a question whether he's ever made a company like this before.
You know that there's going to be an extremely high likelihood they're going to be in the same place after another 4 years.
Not with my mentorship.